Okay, students. So we'll do a second sum on primary distribution so that you can get more familiar with the topic and with the sums which is there. So we've been given indirect material cost for department A, B, C, and D. Indirect wages, rent, canteen expenses, lighting has been given, and depreciation of assets has been given. The other information which is being given with respect to department A, B, C, and S is the number of workers, the area in square meters, direct wages, number of light points, value of assets, and it says that the services rendered by the department S to production departments A, B, and C are in the ratio of 2:1. Okay, so I've made my table already the way we had done it in the previous sum. So I'll just change the department names. So that is A, B, and C, and S is service. So that stays as it is. It's easier when you make this type of column because then you all can get the exact. It'll be a very easy process. It'll be a very simplified, and the examiner as well would be able to check your answer and your understanding very clearly. So let's get down to the sum. So firstly, indirect material is given to us. Indirect material costs. Indirect material. Okay. Now it's been given to us that the total cost is 3,900, and they've already given us for department A, B, C, and S. Now, obviously, we understand that there's no apportionment for this because they've already given it to us. So we do not need to calculate this on the basis of any other information. So we don't need a basis for apportionment or basis of distribution. This is as per actuals. So we'll put it over here as per actuals. So this is 3,900, and we'll just put in the figures: 1735, 930, 935, and 300. Okay. Next we move on to indirect wages. Indirect wages. Indirect wages is based on number of workers, area, direct wages. So it's uh, so indirect wages will be on the basis of direct wages. So how much is it given? The total is given as 9,000. So we'll put 9,000 over here, and it's on the basis of direct wages. So that is in the ratio of 8 is to 10 is to 12 is to 6. So we can bring this down to a, or do we need to? Let's just see that 8 plus 10 is 18, 18 plus 12, 30, and 36. So yeah, that's fine because it'll add up to 36, which is again it'll be an easy divisible when we do it by 9,000. 9 into 4 is 36, so it'll be easier for us to take it as it is. So let's continue with the ratio of 8 is to 10 is to 12 is to 6. Okay, so let's calculate that. So this will be 8 by 36. 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 6 divided by 36 into 9,000. So that will be 2,000 for A. So we'll put in 2,000 for A. Then it will be 10 by 36. So 10 by 36, which is equal to 2,500. Then we have uh, 12 by 36. 12 by 36 into 9,000. So that is 3,000. And lastly, you have 6. 6 by 36, which is 1,500. That comes to 1,500. Okay. So we are done with indirect wages. Next, we have a rent, which is 8,800. Uh, Basis of apportionment, logically speaking, will be on the basis of area. So that will be on the basis of area, and this is in the ratio of 1 is to 1 is to 1.5 and zero point 0.5. So I think it's better that we perhaps if we can divide this by 50, it will be easier for us. So if we divide it by 50, so that will be 2 is to 2 is to 3 is to 1. Okay, so how much that comes up to? That's 5 and 7 and 8. So again 88 and 8 would be an easy number to calculate. So 2 divided by 8 into 8800. So that's 2200 a portion. So 2200 for department A. Department B would be the same because that's also 2 by 8. Then C is 3 by 8. So that will be 3300, and this one will be 1 by 800, so that is 1100. Okay, so rent is done as well. What do we have next? We have canteen expenses. Now again, canteen expenses, going by the logic of it, again the basis of apportionment should be number of workers, because your the number of people you have, the more the food will be consumed. So again, logically speaking, it is better that that the basis of apportionment of canteen expenses should be your number of workers. Right, so I'll just write it in short so that we can fit it in. Okay, the ratio is given 20 is to 25 is to 30 is to 15. So we can and what's the it's 1800. So what we can do is perhaps we can divide it by 5, so we can bring it down to a lesser number. So it will be 4 is to 5 is to 6 is to 3. Okay, that's 9 plus 9, 18. 18 by 1800. Again, that will be a easy that will be easy. So which is equal to 4 divided by 18 into 1800. So that will be 400. So actually we need to just multiply it by 100. So we can do 400. This will be 500. This will be 600, and this will be 300. Okay, easy. Next we have lighting. So lighting will be again the logic would say that it should be on the basis of the number of light points, because whichever department has more light points, definitely the lighting expenses will be more in that particular department as compared to the other department. So this will be on the basis of light points. So again, I'll just put it in short, and then for this we can put it as 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 2. So that is 4 and 4, 8 and 11. 11, and that's 2200. Great. So that will also coincide. So this will be equal to 4 divided by 11 into 2200. So that's 800. Then for B will be 3 divided by 11 into 2200, which is 600. And then the other two will be the same. So that is 400 and 400, since C and S are doing it on the lighting points are same. Lastly, you have depreciation at 12%, right? So it's given to us depreciation at 12%. We've you all have all done depreciation in your elementary accounting. That's basically on the value of assets which is there. So there's no apportionment required over here. All you need to do is just multiply the value of the assets into the depreciation that is given. So 5,000 into 12%. So if you are taking it as 600, so this is basically the data which have been given to us is on a monthly basis. So 12% per annum, that means 600. So therefore, for per month, it's going to be 50. Then again for B, it will be 6,000 into 12%, which is 720. 720 means monthly will be 60. Same for department C, and S would be basically half of department B and C, so we can just put that as 30. Right. So as per the primary distribution which is there, so if we calculate this, this is 80 and 120, so that's 200 with depreciation. So 718567908295 and 3630, this is the primary primary distribution. Now if you want to go into secondary, we have to divide the services department, the service department S, whose total is 3630. Now that you have to divide it in the ratio of 2 is to 2 is to 1. So this will be for department A will be 2 divided by 5 into 3630. So that will be 1452. 1452. This will also be 1452, and half of that will be for C, so that is 726, and there's nothing left for S, right? So that completes our sum, and this is how you would do it. Thank you.